What's up, guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls 3 Epic Background Edition! Also Kita. I mean, you know, he's there too. Just hanging, just chilling, right, Kita? Right, oh, that was actually, if I looked down there, that would have been even more epic. So something I didn't talk about last time that I kind of glazed over because we hadn't just picked up the item, but important now, is this Divine Blessing. So the Queen of Lothric, married to the former King Osiris, was initially revered as a goddess of fertility and bounty. After giving birth to Ocelot, her youngest, she quietly disappeared. Now, this is an important item description because who else do we know was revered as a goddess of fertility and bounty? Why, none other than Guinevere. Not only that, but we now know who Osiris is as we have met him and killed him, and Ocelot is who he was referring to. And after giving birth to Ocelot, she quietly disappeared. Now, why she did, we really don't know. Was it shame? I don't know. Was it because she decided she needed to get out of this place? Because she also left Lordran, right? Like maybe she decided, like if it is Guinevere, maybe she decided, hey, Lothric's also falling apart. I need to get out of this place. So, I don't know. Could be one of those things. Who are you trying to summon over there? Who are you trying to summon? Because I am not okay with it. I'm not having it. None of this. Serpent face. None of this. Alright, so we got some exploration to do this time around. Because last time in this area, all we did was we entered, you know, we did the boss fight, and then I got my soul crushed. For no real reason. For no good reason, I should say. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, actually, now that I went down here, is, to me, I'm like, alright, well, might as well just explore from this part of it since I'm already down here. But basically, all those items that I kind of just missed and glazed over on the way up to the dragon, I'm going to go ahead and get this time around, now that I don't have to worry about a dragon trying to murder my face with fire and a tail. Because tails, that seems to be what really gets me. It would seem to be. Especially in Dark Souls 2. You guys know what I'm talking about. Damn ancient dragon. Alright, so it's been a while since I've really fully tried to explore this area. Oh man, I don't even remember that one over there. That's how long it's been. Oh, also, something to look at, since I didn't even look at the area too, is we had these statues of this warrior with a giant sword that we see just everywhere lining this area, as well as a bell. Not really much you can do with the bell as far as I know, but it is there, and that is the important part. Bell does nothing. Actually, or I just didn't hit it. I kind of swung underneath it. Bell, do something, please. I beg of you. If only you could. I'm kind of just glossing over the items I'm picking up, too. I'm just like, alright, all I really want is Titanite chunks here. Sure, Ember. Stock dung pie. Who cares about any of that? I sure don't. I sure don't care about any of that. What does this say? Oh, the Ring of Steel Protection is here. Treasure. Yes, indeed. I would have never found it if it weren't for you, commenter who commented. So thank you. Thank you for that. Let's check out the Ring of Steel Protection. Ring of Night King of Ancient Legend. Increased physical damage absorption. I think that's Night King Randall, if I remember correctly, from Dark Souls 1, but I might not remember it properly. The Night King was said to be lined with steel on the inside, such that even the talons of mighty dragons did little harm. I actually blocked away the item description as I was finished reading that, and I hope I read the whole thing. I'm like, I might have actually not read that final sentence properly. There's so many dead bodies. Why are you guys all trying to fight dragons? Don't you know Kita is the only true dragon warrior? They call him Dragon Warrior Kita because he's so good at doing plunging attacks onto dragons. Kita! Missed again. That's actually how he got his reputation. Ow. Ow. Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez. That was another case of me trying to be greedy and being like, nah, I'm sure I'll break out of this at some point. I'm sure I have some poise, right? Now I'm saying, get the joke and be saying that you have poise. All right. It was a great joke, I guarantee it. If you didn't laugh, you probably missed it. I don't even know why you went to laugh from that. All right, buddy. No more fireballs of any sort. There we go. One Titanite chunk. Now I only need one more to actually raise up my weapon to max because I have a Titanite slab. Thanks to a certain onion bro. Twinkling Titanite. Wow, did I not need that? But boy, am I glad I got it anyways. I feel like I'm sassy today. I'm like being rude to items. Like that's what the sassiest people do, right? When I think of a sassy person, I'm like, oh, they're just gonna hate on items, aren't they? Hi. I knew you were gonna come. I was waiting for you. Thanks for... No, I had like my watch out. Oh, jeez. And yet, I almost died anyways because I'm a moron, apparently. Why am I so bad at these guys? That's kind of a rhetorical question because I know why. It's because I'm an idiot. Filth. Also true. We have a lot of honest commenters at the moment. No one telling me to just jump off a random ledge because there's some secret or anything like that, or fake illusory walls. I'm very surprised, commenters. I'm very surprised. Alright, so something we are going to do now, though, up here is a little area that I missed as well to the side. Those big those big lizard guys over there. I guess I should deal with them first. I was going to say that these guys, the big ones, are the ones that can be pretty difficult, as they do so much damage. But you just gotta know how to fight them and roll through fireballs and everything. Come run at me, come on. I'm sick and tired of dealing... Whoa, that is so much range. It's really just the fireball duel part. Oh, jeez. I am so bad at timing that out. And that, apparently. Nope, that's gonna get me. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. Oh, I tried to dodge. I tried it. My iframes, I blame my iframes for everything. That's not gonna kill him. Nope, not today. But maybe that'll hit me in the face. Ah, it didn't. Good. Good. All right, I'm debating if I should kill that guy first. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just kill that guy first. So I don't have to worry about any fireballs coming from this end. You, sir, are my least favorite of them all. You right here. Even though the chain guy is pretty bad, you cause way more problems for me considering all you are. Isn't it funny when you think about it in a game? You literally have a fireball flying at your face and you're like, it's no big deal. I can survive that easy. When it's a ball of fire that is shooting out at you. I wonder with the whole advent of VR, if just minor things are going to be far more terrifying. And I mean, I'm sure they are. Just because I did a horror game. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was one of the first ones on the Oculus Rift. But the graphics were terrible. They were like Doom 1 level. Okay, that's an exaggeration. But they were like Doom level graphics, basically. And you're just in a maze-like area similar to a Doom, except for it's horror and creatures are chasing after you. And it was terrifying. And in any other medium, it would not have been. But on the Oculus Rift, I was like, I am so terrified right now of this thing. And I shouldn't be. But you get in that mindset. So I wonder if things like fireballs too will become a little bit more, at least. Man, I just want that other Titanite chunk. Where are you, Titanite chunk? Are you? Ooh. Ooh, I got all of them. I got all my needs. I got all my needs covered. It's like picking up an amazing insurance all of a sudden. It's called adulting right there. I feel like my commentary is super sporadic and random right now, so... I blame the fact that I had some delicious pumpkin pancakes a moment ago. So I blame it on the sugar, alright? If you're like, man, I don't know about this commentary today, blame it on the sugar. Also the fact that there's nothing really that interesting happening except for just exploring this area, so I'm kind of just trying to figure out things to say as I do it. I think I've talked about this before, but I know some people don't like my commentary, and I'm sure you guys all do because you've stuck around this long. But they find it annoying because I talk so much. And I don't know. I don't get why you watch someone who doesn't talk very much. To me, then what is the point of watching a Let's Play? I don't know. I don't get it. And I do what I enjoy, right? Like, I enjoy watching people who discuss things and talk a lot. So that is what I do. All right, so this area was closed off before. And you just may happen to recognize it. Why, look, we just did a big loop. And I'm back at my bonfire, which I'm not going to rest at because I just took all that time killing those guys. So not going to rest at it. But we are going to explore more out here. So, yeah, that area is closed. You have to face the dragon to... jeez. Get, fall off a ledge. Alright. Anyways. You do have to face the dragon to actually get into the shrine. Unfortunately. You can't just skip through it. I say unfortunately specifically because it'd be fun if they had something like that, in my opinion. I like when they do that sort of stuff. Alright, I think... I just want to make sure I'm not missing any of these passages. But I think that might be the last one, because the elevator should be up here. Yeah? Alright, so here's the elevator. And actually, the guy who was summoned is going to be up here too, I bet, but... Oh no, oh no, no! That could have been so bad, but then it wasn't. But it could have been, and that's all that matters. Is what could have happened and not what did happen. That's what I was always told. Alright, another window explored. Aha! I have found you. Sir Knight. Oh no, oh no. You guys are gonna have to take a shot because of my bad parry skills. Oh! That's 2 shots. 2 shots. Are you guys keeping track? Jeez Louise, I just want to parry. What? Can you not parry that? I actually don't know. I don't like when he's doing that. I don't like that. Stop it with your special attack, please. So he's wearing what looks like the dragon set, the Drake Blood set from Dark Souls 2, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, you know what? I hear that there's a thing you can't do called poise. Alright? And it's time for me to take advantage of that. Instead of trying to be smart, well, fun, in my opinion, and parry. Oh, you want to get into a stand? Okay, that was good, because you actually did poise. But can you poise through this? Can you poise through this R1 spam? Well, I was right on the money. With the Drake Blood sword, with your Drake Blood set, you can't do shit. You can't do shit. Drake Blood, great sword. Great sword wielded by an order of knights who venerate dragon blood. This sword, its blade engraved with script symbolizing dragon blood, inflicts magic and lightning damage. Cool. Didn't really learn anything there, but that's okay. At least I don't think that's really that interesting of an item description, if I do say so myself. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and drop down onto the platform, which I don't think is going to net me much. So this is where I climbed up before, right, to go kill the dragon. And I just want to make sure I got all the various platform stuff, because, oh, look, like I didn't. So that's why I was doing this, just in case. Always got to do backup stuff like this. Because how could you possibly ever want to miss the 2 Twinkling Titanites? Actually pretty good if I was using them, but they would be pretty good, and you don't want to miss that. I'm upset that I almost missed that. Oh, and I'm not even using it. I'm just trying to roll off and it's not working at all. Alright, So, there actually is a return route that we're going to take. As long as I don't die. Good, no damage. Yet. I'm actually nervous for myself right now. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, do I really want to jump off of this and possibly die? Because I'm going to get hurt. Especially since I'm not using the cat ring. Okay, I'm going to go back to Firelink Shrine. And I'm going to go ahead and level up my sword and level up myself. And then we will continue on through the shrine. Andre, I've got great news. I am so excited about this. Everybody has been waiting to see the greatest sword in the game that everybody loves and never complains about get raised up to +10. It's everyone's favorite sword.
Be careful.
Andre, you are the best. I guarantee you this made everybody's day. Especially Kita's. And might as well level up so I don't... You know, why not? Just so I don't lose it and waste everything. So you see that this is actually... While it is more of a dex weapon, the Karthus Curved Sword still does get some pretty good strength. You actually do get a decent boost from it. Like, I'm getting 3 right now to my attack power, so might as well add some more strength.
Farewell, Ashen.
Since I'm not doing the magic thing. And I'll see you guys back at the shrine. Okay, so I'm super embarrassed right now. I was calling this a shrine. It's actually a mausoleum. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know. Alright, another Drake Blood Knight. That's fine. Let me just make sure once again I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. Jeez, Drake Blood Knight. That's kind of way too close for me. Too close for my blood. Oop. Alright. I don't want to fight you because another one will get summoned. So there's no reason to. Let me just double check and make sure I actually explored out here. I think this is the yeah, okay, cool. Just double checking. Oh, nice. So yeah, this would be the normal entrance that's blocked off if you don't kill the dragon. So that means I have indeed explored this entire area, and we can move on. Now, if you missed it last episode, I got the I was about to call it the Calamity Ring, by using the Path of the Dragon down there in front of the Hanging Dragon. So make sure you don't miss that, because that's the only time you can get it is right now. So you got to do it before it's too late. Alright, now I can kill the bro you summoned. Now I can do it if he's coming for me. Otherwise, I really don't care. Really do not care much. Alright, so we have another blocked off gate in front of us right here. Which, oh, you can get the Dragon Slayer Spear, but I didn't know that. I thought you had to actually, like, finish the area ahead of us. Well, let's take a look at the Dragon Slayer Spear, because we got it. Alright then, why not? Dragon Slayer Spear. Cross spear associated with Ornstein the Dragon Slayer. A weapon of the gods imbued with the strength of lightning. Two-handed thrust utilizes the support of the cross and requires great might, but can pierce deep into the flesh of dragons and send mere men flying. Which, knowing what we know about Ornstein from Dark Souls 1, would seem to make sense, right? He was a dragon hunter. We had the giant, like, trophy area in Dark Souls 1 with all the heads on the plaques, dragon plaques. So it would seem to make sense. There's another area you can see up here. It's just a drop. I'll go ahead and show that if anyone's going crazy and like, Dave, you didn't explore everything. There you go. It's all explored. We did it. We did it. Are you about to warn me about someone about to spring up? Be wary of left. Yeah. So kind. So kind. Ooh, this guy's a buckler. That means he could parry me. Gotta watch out. He's gotta watch out is what I'm saying. Now that I got this Karthus Curved Sword so leveled up. Alright. Are you just gonna shield up? Is that all you're gonna do? Because that was a terrible choice. So I was replaying Dark Souls 1 for a charity stream that I was doing with the developers of World War Tunes over the weekend. And we were replaying it together, and I forgot that in Dark Souls 1, you actually don't get a visceral if you stagger somebody. I mean, that's what I'm calling this because of Bloodborne, because it's not a riposte, because riposte would specifically be after you parry somebody, right? So I don't think that would technically be a riposte. So I'm just going to call it a visceral. It's probably just called a critical attack or something like that. But I'm going with visceral. So anyways, I don't think that was in Dark Souls 1. I'm pretty sure they added it. And I'm sure most people know. It's just something I forgot about and didn't realize until I was replaying the game since it's been a while. I like that you can just roll into an axe and you don't get hurt. You're like, that's alright. I'll just roll right into it. Totally fine. I feel like I was just baiting him there. I was like, go ahead, attack me. He also almost knocked me off with that hit and killed me. Honestly, I would have been pretty frustrated if that had happened. I don't think there's anything here. Yeah, so kind of like up there, you can just drop here as a shortcut if you're trying to go quickly. But there's really not much other reason for it. Certainly nothing to get. I thought I saw an item I missed, and it turned out it was just a vase floating in the sky. Thunderstone Plate Ring. So this is going to be your defense against thunder and lightning, which very, very frightening. Galileo. That actually could possibly come in handy. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Maybe it's something that you want. Maybe there's a reason they put it there. Sorry, I'm coughing. My throat's pretty scratchy. I apologize. Hey. Oh no. Oh no, you're not. No, 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 don't get away. You cannot. I really absolutely need your Twinkling Titanite, 3 of them. I just need it so bad. This is safe. And it's Titanite Scales. Really, if you want Twinkling Titanite and Titanite Scales, this is the place to be. That's all I'm getting from this. No, I wanted it so badly, but I can't get it. So, what you want to watch out for are these stone rock dudes. Not that they're hard, but just that they're likely to possibly bounce you off or hit you off of the side. And that's really what you want to be watching out for. So, I don't know. I think that they can be actually a hindrance, you know? It's not like they're super dangerous, but you still have to worry about them. So see that dragon up there? I'm gonna say I've never killed it, and I don't even know what happens if you choose to kill it. I just want to point out that I've never done it. I'm sure you get something, or at least I'd hope you get something. Yeah, I guess it's sort of sad. I feel like that's something I should know, because I've always wondered, and I don't know why I never looked it up. So, in my opinion, you just want to run past this. There's really no reason to actually go for anything, because the dragon's going to shoot fire at you, and I don't think there's actually anything here worth getting anyways. So, don't even worry about it. That's my philosophy. Don't even worry about it. Now, as far as this goes, we're going to have a summoner right up there summoning, and the first thing you want to do is go kill him as per usual. Although he actually has the chance to summon someone different, as we're about to see. A naked man. My dream come true. Holy crap. I didn't realize the combo would keep on going. I knew he had a pretty devastating attack. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. What? How did I miss that dodge? I'm so mad at myself. Alright. No, you don't get R1'd, fool. He's like, nah, I got a rapier, son, and I got more range. That's how you R1 properly. No, no, bad. I want your rapier Ricard. Ricard's rapier, cool. So, let's go ahead and, let's check out this bell first, my left. Nothing will remain once the bell has tolled. Oh, that's not it. So, this is an actual developer note. Is nothing will remain once the bell has tolled. So, be cautious of ringing the bell. So, to travel the path of the dragon, do not ring the great bell. The great bell being this one right up here. I'd say that's pretty great. So, we're going to heed the developer's advice and not ring it for the time being. And instead, what we're going to do is take a look at Ricard's rapier. Because I want to follow the path of the dragon, don't you? I certainly do. Ricard's rapier, a strikingly decorative rapier of an undead prince spoken of in ancient stories. Although many of the tales surrounding the prince are questionable, this thrusting weapon suggests that the story of his graceful technique were in fact true. Yeah, I gotta say, I'll give you a rating of badass with it. Very, very awesome, his techniques. I approve wholeheartedly. It is amazing to me when I think really how big this area is, and for the fact that it's a side area and just how much there is to explore. And no, these gosh darn lizard men are so annoying. And I didn't even need to kill them, but I did it anyways. You know, I think there's actually a shortcut to this, and I always forget about it. Yeah, there is a shortcut to it that I missed. Well, that's alright. If I die, I'll show it, or I'll try to show it anyways. There you go. That's the way to do it. That is the way. I like it. I like singing songs William Shatner style, which is to say not singing them at all and just speaking them. Where is the fall? There's a way to drop down onto this area, but I guess it's just from the other side. I'm trying to find where you fall from. Hey, look, it's that dragon from before. Oh, bye, dragon from before. Don't you want to hang out with me and Havel up here? Dragon from before, where are you going? What does this note say? Hidden path ahead. Uh-huh. Yup. That certainly looks like a hidden path. So this is actually where we came up from the dragon in order to get here. There's also a dead one with Havel hanging out. Hey, Havel. See, that's how you deal with a Havel. You just wait for his attack, and then when he's... Oh, wow. Oh, no! Thank goodness that he has absolutely no poise as well. I mean, he has more poise than me, but that's more of when he's using his rock thing. He just has his shield, really. Nope. I gotta say, though, Havel in this game, much easier than in Dark Souls 1. I don't know, I like the style of Dark Souls 1 more. I mean, you do have to change it so you're not doing the same thing over and over again, but I liked with Dark Souls 1 where it was, you have to either learn how to parry or just get good at backstabbing him. It was nice, you know? It was nice. In this one, I don't even feel the need to backstab him at all. Oh. Don't, no. Bad Havel. Bad, 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 bad. No, 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 no. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, I almost died there because I was getting greedy with my attacks. I figured he was going to combo me up and kill me just like right off the bat. Hey. Wow, I do so much damage. That's the Havel that we know and love. There. Oh. Wow, that's what happens when you miss your attack. When you think you have more range and then you don't. You trying to kick me, Havel? Are you trying to kick me? Straight up just kick me? That ain't gonna work. Dragon Tooth and Havel's Great Shield. Let's take a look at the Dragon Tooth. Created from an everlasting Dragon Tooth that will never break, left by Havel himself along with this boulder-like Great Shield, grants its wielder resistance to magic and fire. Speaking of his boulder-like Great Shield, let's take a look at it. Havel's Great Shield, a tremendously solid and heavy Great Shield cut straight from a great slab of stone, said to be a relic of the legendary Havel the Rock. Along with the Dragon Tooth, the shield is imbued with a special power reminiscent of Havel himself. So what this all implies to me is that this isn't Havel, it's just a follower of Havel. And we also get a Titanite slab up here, so this, if you're still looking for Titanite slabs, this is one of the locations of it. But yeah, so back to Havel though. If I remember correctly from Dark Souls 1, I think it's pretty heavily implied that he absolutely hated Seath because of Great Magic Barrier, I believe was the spell that you find in Ash Lake. And it's related to Havel, and you find it in Ash Lake. You also find it set in a hidden area in Anor Londo. And then he's imprisoned. So it seems implied, especially this game, not further. Oh, here's where the... yeah, I think that's where the shortcut is. So yeah, anyways, it's heavily implied, in my opinion, that Havel was... sided with the dragons, and then obviously here in Dark Souls 3 you see a Havel in this area essentially working with the dragons. So hey, this is the other side of that gate, but it is still locked, where we found the Dragon Slayer spear. I don't think there's anything in these back areas, but I'm going to double check without running back into the back of them. And I'm going to double check the back one of this one just in case. No. Nah. I think it's good. If I'm wrong, I apologize. Please accept my apology right now, because it's the only one you're going to get. Alright. I could go back for more Estus, but I think I'm fine. I think it should be alright. I actually have trouble with this area just because it's more or less a horde area where you're just getting horded by a bunch of guys and dealing with that. It's like, how well can you deal with getting horded by people? And as it would turn out for me, not very well. Because what I just did essentially just brought all of them. You also want to kill them pretty quickly when you see them, because you're going to start getting horded by them. And obviously, the quicker you can deal with these guys, the less you have to deal with being hoarded by them. I really thought you could get a critical attack on these guys if you staggered them, but... Huh, I guess I must be wrong. Right, so these guys still were coming at me, just very slowly. So if I was still dealing with that guy from before, that would have been really stressful and hard to do, with these guys also coming for me, as well as the guy up there. And yet another one. So, you know, deal with them quickly, if you can. There's two. I forgot there's two big ones. No! No! Stop it! I don't like this. Maybe I can make one of them run at me. Hey, come on, run, run, run. Come at me, bro. Only you, though. I don't want the other one. Because he has so much range and it's the most awful thing in the world. Okay. I did not think that that was going to hit me, and I was very wrong. Okay, the other one's here. I did not do it quick enough. Oh. Jeez. Goodbye. Hey. Oh, God. No. No. Oh, Jesus. The range is so impeccable. No. One more hit. Nope. That didn't work. Nope. 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 Got it. All right. Here we go. So for me, that is more terrifying than the boss of the area, which just happened. That was way more terrifying. I think what that shows is I just don't deal well with hordes and fighting hordes of enemies, or swarms, I should say. That's what that probably proves. How happy are a bunch of you guys that these enemies are ones that I'm not trying to parry? How happy does that make you? Alright, well, I'm actually doing this in pretty good time. I figured for whatever reason that this little area right here would take me a little bit longer. But unless I die from one of the rock creatures, I think it's pretty set. Speaking of the rock creatures, here's one of them. Please don't hit me off the side. Please don't hit me off the side. That'd be very nice of you if you didn't do that. Nope, nope, and no. Alright, I don't think there's any other ones in this spot. Ooh, we get the dragon ashes, or... I forgot, dragon chieftain, maybe? Let's take a look. Dragon chaser's ashes. Umbral ash of the fallen warrior who chose the path of the ancient dragons. With this, the shrine handmaid will prepare new items. Whatever it is sure to grant strength to the most unrelenting warriors. So there you get some more ashes, and yet another one of these stone guys. So if you had just bum rushed up here without waiting for the horde of enemies to come to you, then that's where these guys actually start coming on, causing issues. More so, not because they're hard individually, but just because it's yet another enemy that you have to deal with, trying to attack you. And I don't think there's an item over here, but I'm going to double check. Alright. And indeed, there was not. Okay then. Let's see. I always feel like I'm missing something when I go up here, and I'm always wrong. So, one of the things I love about this area that we're going up to right now, outside of the fact that, well, A, you should get the idea, especially for how you got here by seeing all these dragons, like, oh, I bet I'm supposed to do the path of the dragon, right? But the main thing is that giant-ass mountain-sized dragon right there. That's what I want to fight. That is insane. A mountain-sized dragon. So you think about it, you're like, oh, maybe that's what the gods were fighting back in Dark Souls 1 in the ancient times. I wonder if that's what some of them look like, because that is absolutely crazy how big that guy is. So let's go ahead and do the Path of the Dragon to him and praise him. Praise the dragon. Some would say praise the sun. I say praise the dragon. All right, so we get Twinkling Dragon Torso Stone. And let's take a look at this twinkling stone of ours. The Twinkling Dragon Torso Stone. Gain torso and roar until death. Now, we do have the Dragon Torso Stone, but they're different, as this is one that you just permanently have until death. So, stone imbued with the power of the everlasting dragon offered to a towering dragon. This stone shows signs of a nascent light. Gain the torso of a dragon and roar alongside an archdragon mirage. The transformation is irreversible until death, yet true imitation will require a dragon head as well. So we can't quite get there. We can only do the torso of a dragon with that. Now the question is, where do we get the very, very special twinkling dragon headstone? As we have a normal dragon headstone, but we want a twinkling one. And that is a question that hopefully we'll solve this episode. But I don't know. I can't predict the future. I don't know how long things are going to take. What do you think I am? Some sort of seance? Because I'm not. Now at this point, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking a smart man would go ahead and use up his souls, right? That is what you're thinking. I hear your thoughts. I can hear them, and I know that's exactly what you're thinking to yourself. Dave, a smart man would do X, Y, and Z. I never said I was a smart man. I never claimed that. Also, here's the shortcut I was thinking of before. So this shortcut right here will actually take you right to Havel without needing to go outside. So, waste of time at the moment since I don't need it anymore. Yes. Yes, it was. Something I want to show anyways? Yes. Yes, it was. And I know what you're saying. Dave, 82,000 souls. That's a pretty good amount. Maybe you want to go use those souls before you ring this bell. Which, by the way, before I ring the bell, it was my impression that you can't get the Twinkling Dragon Stone or the Calamity Ring if you ring the bell. And that will make it so you can't do it anymore. I've heard that's not the case, but that's what all of these things indicate, is that, especially this one right here, to travel the path of the dragon, do not ring the Great Bell. I can say from my own personal experience that I wasn't able to get the Calamity Ring after ringing this bell, but I've heard that that's not the case with the Twinkling Dragon torso. However, to be safe, because I don't know, do it all before. Just in case. Let's ring the bell, shall we? And such cool effects. I love what they do here. I don't know if they tell you anything. I guess they don't. I think when I first tried this, I ran downstairs and it doesn't work. And you can't get through here. And I love the fact that it's basically walking on the clouds. It is so cool. And you have a fog gate in front of you, so they actually tell you, hey, you got a boss coming up. Maybe it's a big deal because there's storm and hail and everything that just started, and a cutscene for it to happen. And my favorite boss of the game, the King of the Storm, as we know it so far. And I forgot that I actually don't like to target at this point yet. It's been a while since I've fought him, so you will have to excuse me if I'm not the best. We'll see how it goes. I used to kind of have all the timing down really well, but we'll see. But yeah, I really enjoy this boss fight. This is my favorite boss fight in the game, including the first DLC, since I haven't, as of recording this, played the second DLC. But yeah, this is my favorite boss fight. Now, I don't think it's the hardest. I know some people do. I don't at all think it's the most difficult, but it's my favorite. So that's got to count for something. even though some people find it to be the most difficult. I think it just depends on your playstyle. Like, if you're not much of a dodging person, this is going to be an incredibly hard fight for you. But if you are, that's really what it's about. It's just doing a lot of good dodges. Oh, that's what that attack was. I didn't remember. Whoops. I also didn't remember what that was that he was about to do. Oh, we got some nice bleed damage. Yeah, so you do by far the most damage to him by hitting the dragon's head, because really we're just trying to kill the drake right now. That's a storm drake that he's riding, which is interesting since it has feathers. But yeah, we just killed his storm drake. We killed his boo. And now we find out he is the Nameless King. Now, something that I noticed just now watching it again is that the way that he puts his hand on the dragon, or this storm drake, is really reminiscent of the way Ornstein puts his hand on Smo as a sign of respect. And you do find that out from an item description that it is literally a sign of respect. But I like that they're the same, and I can't, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't die. Okay. I was gonna be so upset that I already died against him. I'm like, man, I got really bad that quickly, huh? Alright. So yeah, for him though, it's really just about being patient, which I was not, and that was my mistake. And also, I think you want to stay close too. And yeah, just, you know, don't get greedy with your attacks, and it can be a long fight, but again, that's really the name of the game. It's just making sure you dodge into him, and always just wait until there's actually an opening. Or sometimes mess it up. But now I gotta wait for an opening so I can heal. Which I guess that would have been just fine. No, no, no! Ah! Since the last one, it was an opening, I was like, oh, I'll be fine, right? Nope. Oh, God. Come on. Come on. Nope! Nope! Oh, jeez, I'm doing so bad with my heal timing. I guess that's what I need to work on, is figure out when to heal. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I knew he was doing some sort of big slam attack. I kind of got lucky there, actually. Cool. Pulled off the dodge. Nope. Ah! I forgot what that... No! I forgot what it was! Alright, see you guys in a moment. So the one thing I do want to point out, I'm going to jump to me going right to the boss fight. But one is if you die, your soul ends up right here outside of it, which is nice if you're worried about them. Two, it is still raining and storming, so it's not like you can't just be like, oh, I'm going to ring the bell again. It's just right back to being like this in the area. But the other thing, too, that I want to point out, which I guess, you know what, I totally died on purpose, just so I could point this out. That you still have to do the first phase of the fight, regardless. So, that's it. Unless I have some weird trouble against the Storm Drake, I'm just going to go ahead and skip to having beat him. Bye-bye, Storm Drake. I think I'm just going to fast forward that fight just to show that it can be pretty quick when you know what you're doing. Hey, what's that, Nameless King? Did I just get 2 hits on you for 1 attack? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? I got to find the time to heal, though. Oh, I think that's a good one. That big swinging attack. That's what I got to get better at, just reading when a good time to heal would be. Like right now, not a good time to heal, but I'm going to do it anyways. Nope, nope, nope. Oof. My first dodge I knew was bad timing, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do the second dodge in time. Okay, that one I will take for the heal and be smarter about it. I do like still trying to sneak in attacks when I can, even if it doesn't seem like the smartest time, just because he does have so much health. Oh, nope. Oh, I thought I was going to die right there. I thought that was going to be it. Let's visceral you in the face. Actually, I guess the chest. Whatever. And no, I still haven't been able to tell if it's better to go for the visceral or to just get a bunch of attacks on him. Oh, shoot. Oh, man, I knew that he had that second wave of stuff coming. Nope. You're not going to lightning me. Thank you very much. Nope. Don't want to get stuck with that. Do not want that to happen. Man, he actually went away from me targeting him there. Yeah, so this is one of the other bosses I actually do target against. Because, like I said, there's not many. Oh, that's it. You dead. You dead, son. Hey, Nameless King, you dead. By the way, I know what you did. I know that you had all of your history removed. I know that all of who you are was removed from the annals of history. And that's why you're nameless. I know all of this. Okay, I thought my game froze for a second. I was like, really? Really, game? Did you just freeze? Also, oh, I was about to say, it looked like I got no souls for the fight too, but now it just added up. So, the reason I like this fight so much is it's reminiscent to me of my favorite fight from Dark Souls 1, which is Artorias, where it's really kind of about dodging and trading blows in a sense. Where Artorias from Dark Souls 1, the first time I beat him was shield and board, or board and sword, I guess. And I was able to do it, but then when I finally figured out how to dodge, that made it even more fun for me. And it's just timing out the dodges, and I really like the way the tells are with the specific fight, the one-on-one nature of it, and that's the same thing with the Nameless King. And while I don't think it's the most difficult fight, that doesn't always matter to me. It's not always about being the hardest fight in the world. He still does present challenge, but it's almost like Punch-Out back in the NES. Punch-Out is a really fun game, and yeah, not every single enemy is the most challenging per se, but because they all have their tells, and once you figure them out, though, that's what's so rewarding, is figuring out those tells and how to deal with it. So, while all the bosses are like that and throughout the game, I guess that's the analogy I have, is those two boss fights really remind me of Punch-Out in the way that they're designed, and I enjoy that sort of gameplay. And I'm a big Punch-Out fan, so that might be why. So let's go to the Nameless King. Soul of the Nameless King, one of the Twisted Souls steeped in strength. Used to acquire many souls or transposed to extract its true strength. The Nameless King was once a dragon-slaying god of war before he sacrificed everything to ally himself with the ancient dragons. Now, it should be super obvious to everyone that the Nameless King, at this point, I don't think it's at all debatable. And here's yet another Titanite slab. But anyways, I don't think it is at all debatable that the Nameless King is Gwyn's firstborn son. I don't know what else they could possibly put in other than literally saying he was Gwyn's firstborn son to clue you in on how obvious it is that it's Gwyn's firstborn. I was never personally a fan. I think I talked about this briefly on my final Let's Play episode of my Dark Souls 1 playthrough. I was never a fan of the theory that Solaire was Gwyn's firstborn, mainly because while there was some evidence that supported that he could be, there's also a lot of evidence that supported that he wasn't. And I wasn't going to just ignore that evidence that supported that he wasn't, because some of it seemed like it could be, because there's still stuff that made it point out that he definitely couldn't be. So anyways, that's kind of my thoughts on it, but it's cool to me. It's really, really sick that we actually get to have, even if it's in this alternate area here, we finally get to have a boss fight with the firstborn. So now we have met all of Gwyn's children, because we already knew Gwendolyn, and we've seen an illusion of Guinevere, so to get to see the firstborn was a huge treat for me. and I am sure many other people, but to boot, it is my favorite boss fight in the game, both for the lore behind it, but also just like I said, I just really enjoy the boss fight. So something really interesting here about this, what I'm about to pick up, is notice how there's no body, right? It's just a floating item. And that leads to some speculations that people have that I'm going to talk about. But we get the Dragon Slayer set, so let's go ahead and take a look at it, and then we'll talk about speculations. So, the Dragon Slayer set. Where is it? Dragon Slayer armor. Golden Lion armor associated with Dragon Slayer Ornstein from the Age of the Gods and imbued with the strength of lightning. In the Dragonless era, or the Dragonless Age, the knight who long guarded the ruined cathedral left the land in search of the Nameless King. Okay, so this is weird because it's one of those things that counters everything we know from Dark Souls 1, which was that Ornstein and Smo were left guarding the cathedral. And then no matter what, in order to finish Dark Souls 1, that's something you have to do is kill both of them. If I'm being honest, I really don't like that they changed that. Because I know people debate, because you're like, okay, well you have alternating timelines and such, and that's what Solaire said in Dark Souls 1. To me, that was more of a way to describe how multiplayer worked and co-op. I think that's really all that was supposed to be. Was, okay, let us find a way to explain how in the world co-op could exist within the Dark Souls universe. I don't think it was meant to be anything else regarding the canon, but everyone really takes this super far. It's like, well, anything could happen at any time and all that, and there's a million alternate timelines. And I mean, maybe that is the case, but personally, I'm not a fan of that because to me, it's kind of lazy writing. And this is my opinion. It's very much my opinion. When you can just say, well, it's just another timeline, then you can say that about anything. I'm going to go keep talking about this as I warp to Firelink Shrine. But, anyways, that does cancel out the canon from Dark Souls 1. That Ornstein and Smo are there. So it makes it so possibly Ornstein in Dark Souls 1 was an illusion, which is something that people predicted could be the case, that Ornstein and Smo were illusions, and that would seem to be the case here. But it makes it seem like now you have that Ornstein, maybe he did kill dragons, but he decided he regretted his ways and followed the Nameless King, who also was a huge dragon slayer, along and did that sort of stuff. And as I go up here and talk to Ludlith and get the item descriptions, we're going to get even more to talk about with the Nameless King, as well as Ornstein. Alright, so first thing we get, Lightning Storm, miracle of the Nameless King allied to the ancient dragons. Once a slayer of dragons, the former king and war god tamed a storm drake, on which he led a lifetime of battle. This miracle is likely a tale of their bond. And then we get the Storm Curved Sword. Curved sword imbued with the strength of the Storm Drake. The Nameless King, ally of the ancient dragons, fought beside the Storm Drake in countless battles. When the great beast fell, the king claimed his soul, and as was the custom in the Age of the Gods, similar to what we saw with Ornstein and Smo, and what we literally witnessed as we were killing the Nameless King. That is what he did to the Storm Drake. So it's a cool hint at what happened in Dark Souls 1, that was this ancient god custom. And I think he actually has 3, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he does. So if you want all the items for the Nameless King, you have to go to New Game Plus 2. As opposed to every other one where you only need New Game Plus 1. So, Dragon Slayer Sword Spear. A dragon hunting weapon from the Age of the Gods. The earliest form of the cross spear, serving as both sword and spear. And that relates to what Ornstein used, which was a cross spear. So now it's kind of almost implying that Ornstein based it off of the Nameless King's weapon. Its owner was the Nameless King and deific hunter of dragons. The sword spear is imbued with lightning, of which he was the heir. So again, the sword spear is imbued with lightning, of which he was the heir. If he was the heir of lightning, he was very clearly Gwyn's son, because Gwyn was the god of lightning and light. So, the Nameless King, we now know why the history of him. He was removed from the annals of history, everything about him. If you go to Anor Londo, there's a destroyed statue, which was supposed to be the Nameless King. If you go, there is a statue to worship him by Solaire in the Undead Parish. If you go there, then that's also destroyed. His name has been removed from everything, and all you know is that he had no name. And again, here he is the Nameless King. So we find out that the reason why was because while he initially fought the dragons, he befriended this Storm Drake that he fought all these battles with, and ended up siding with the dragons. And therefore, if you're a god, And under Gwyn's rule, that is the absolute worst thing you could possibly do, because they were warring against the dragons, and he literally joined the side of the enemies. So they're like, okay, fuck you, you are gone from the annals of history. As far as Ornstein is related to this, and why I want to bring him up, is a lot of people predict, or not a lot of people, there are some people who speculate that Ornstein is the Storm Drake that you see the Nameless King riding on, because you don't pick that equipment up from a body. And the other thing that we know is that if you use, say, a Dragon Torso Stone and all that stuff, you're naked, right? You don't have any of your armor on, and you can't wear armor if you look like a dragon. So people are like, oh, well, he ditched his clothes to become a dragon, and he's the Storm Drake that you ride on and kill. I don't agree with that, personally, because of this item description I have in front of me right here. Or it's not the Dancer's Enchanted Blades. I thought I had the Storm Curve Sword. So the Nameless King, ally of the Ancient Dragons, fought beside the Storm Drake in countless battles. And that Storm Drake, as we know from the Nameless King, once a slayer of dragons, the former king and war god tamed a Storm Drake, on which he led a lifetime of battle. I don't think Ornstein is the Storm Drake that he tamed and led a lifetime of battle with. I'm sorry, I just don't buy that. And then if he was leading a lifetime of battle with the Storm Drake as well, and Ornstein had to go follow in the Nameless King's footsteps, then Ornstein wouldn't have been the Storm Drake, because the Nameless King was busy riding the Storm Drake while Ornstein was trying to follow and find the Nameless King. And then we have right here, it tells us, when the great beast fell, implying that Storm Drake, the king claimed his soul, as was the custom in the Age of the Gods, which we saw happen, and we witnessed that happen in front of us. So, like I said, I don't agree with that theory. I think it's an interesting theory, and I see where people get it from, which is why I was saying it, because it's an interesting theory for sure. I just don't personally agree with it. All right, let's talk to the Firekeeper.
Welcome home, speak. Ashen One, if thou kill me, I was
maybe she's not who I talked to. There's someone else. We talked to Andre, maybe? Anyways, let's level up. Some more strength. I'll level up by 2, because looks like 26 and 20. Well, 26 does good. All right, I'll level it up by 2. Let's go one more vitality. Why not?
Farewell, Ashen One.
Wow, I'm such a high level. I'm so powerful. All right, so let's talk to Andre momentarily.
Oh, you've returned. I was hoping to see you. That crestfallen ass Hawkwood, he handed me this. He's changed a great deal since he left this place. Graven of face, he asked me to give it ye.
Hawkwood Swordgrass.
Now that task is concluded, what would you have me smith today? Pretty.
Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Swordgrass that we were just given, which should be a key item if I'm not mistaken. Hawkwood Swordgrass. Message from Hawkwood kept by the blacksmith. Bloodstained Swordgrass of Hawkwood, deserter of the Undead Legion. Traditionally, the Undead Legion of Farron sends the gravest of messages using Swordgrass. Come to the mausoleum in Farron, so not the mausoleum we were just at. Only one can take the path of ancient dragons. Alright, so the mausoleum in Farron, you just gotta kind of think like, okay, where do I see a lot of dead bodies, and what is Farron? So Farron Keep is the area with all the poison, and also connect it with the fact that he was a member of the Abyss Watchers, essentially. So you want to go to the Abyss Watchers bonfire. We'll talk more there. Well, look who it is. None other than Hawkwood. And as his Blade Grass stated, come to the mausoleum in Farron, only one can take the path of ancient dragons. And now we might understand why he was a deserter of the Undead Legion.
This is unexpected. Well, I've decided to stop running from my fate. Loathe me all you like. I shall take what makes you dragon.
Okay, so what he wants is that sparkling... Whoa. What he wants is the sparkling Dragon Torso Stone that we have. Because, yeah, that's the item that we got that related to the Path of the Dragon. So the only way you can have this happen is if you got the Dragon Torso Stone, or the sparkling one specifically. So how many shots was that right there? 2 for you guys, maybe? I'm just trying to help you all out, you know? I feel like I wasn't trying to parry enough in this episode, so I had to give you a few more. Now, he's actually kind of difficult to parry just because of that dagger that he's using. I was trying to kick him there. Did not work out for me. Every time he does that jump, I want to parry, and it's not a good idea any times. Alright, if this was a fair fight, I would be absolutely dying right now, but I'm sorry, you know it's in me, I have to. Even though every single time he does that sword, or that dagger attack, I fail at it. Oh, and that's the one time I actually should have done it. There we go. You just gotta wait for the right one. You just gotta wait for the right one. Right, Hawkwood, you deserter? You deserted your brethren for what? For the dragons? Who are you? Ornstein? The Nameless King? No. You're just Hawkwood. You ain't shit. I just killed the son of a god. Who are you? Who are you even, Hawkwood? Answer me that. Hawkwood. He's gonna try to heal, but oh, I thought he was out. I thought he was out. I was like, he's gonna try to heal, but he can't. And I was wrong. Oh well. At least I got a parry. It was all for the best. All for the best anyways, since I got to parry him. Remember that thing called poise that you don't have?
You are a dragon. More dragon than I.
Damn straight. And we get the Twinkling Dragon headstone. So now we know he was trying to kill us for the Twinkling Dragon torso stone because that was the one piece he was missing to fully become a dragon. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we just got over here. Twinkling Dragon headstone. Stone imbued with the power of the everlasting dragons, the second of its kind, offered to a towering dragon. Gain the head of a dragon and emit breath alongside an archdragon mirage. The transformation is irreversible until death. The illusion achieved was the first case of a human imitating the form of an ancient dragon, and it revealed the smallness of human existence. The road to the old dragons is long and arduous, and only one can complete the journey. I'm fairly certain that's different than Dark Souls 1, where you just join the Path of the Dragons, and yeah, you would fight for stones in order to rank up, but that doesn't mean there could only be one. Now it's very Highlander, eh? Alright guys, but that is going to wrap me up, so I will go ahead and rest the bonfire and wave it goodbye. And next episode, we will jump into the DLC. So, finish this side quest, and now we got yet another side quest to do. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you don't want to watch Ashes Variandal DLC, I imagine it'll take me 2 to 3 episodes. But I'm going to do my best to get it finished up, and then we'll head into Lothric Castle. But you'll know by the titles of the videos, so I hope you guys enjoy Ashes Variandal next time, and I hope you enjoy some Nameless King this time. I'll see you guys next time. Later, guys. Peace.